In these fields, in the mild climate of the Piceno, in Macerata's surroundings, along the river Chienti fertile valley, there was the Roman town of Posulae. Posulae was destroyed by the barbarians on 405 AD. The bishop diocese remained, in which Pope Ilario had a council in 465. Later arrived the Franks of Pipino il Breve, the father of Charlemagne. Charlemagne was born in the Chienti's valley in 742. Here he lived and built his capital city Aquisgrana and his Palatine chapel in 780. The Chienti's valley was a strategic place for the Charlemagne Empire. He could control the Italian peninsula, protect the papacy, oppose the Saracen raids, and to have direct contacts with Byzantium. As a matter of fact, it took a 3-hour horse ride to reach the Adriatic Sea. And 2 days horse ride to get to Rome and the Pope. In the Chianti's valley, Charlemagne died in 814. According to the Carolingian chronicles, Charlemagne was buried in a grave, sitting on his throne under the Solium, on the atrium of the Palatine chapel, in front of the entrance. It was reported that Federico Barbarossa, the German emperor, exhumed Charlemagne's body from the Palatine chapel of the Chianti's valley and took it to Aachen. Along with the bronze doors and rich furnishings. When defeated in Italy, Federico Barbarossa had to prove he was the political successor of Charlemagne. Even the Catholic Church wanted to discourage the German imperialist ambitions on the Aquisgrana Italian territories of the Chianti's valley, as he was interested to occupying them himself. Every year more than 1 million tourists go to Aachen to visit the fake Palatine chapel. In Aachen there is no archaeological trace of the Palatine chapel of Charlemagne. And of his military camps. As a Palatine chapel, they show us a 12th century Gothic cathedral. The fake Palatine chapel has 8 pillars. Unfortunately for the Germans, the high medieval texts describe a Palatine chapel with a square base with 4 pillars. As it can be noticed here in St. Claude Abbey, the old Palatine chapel of Charlemagne, there are only 4 pillars as reported by the high medieval texts. The Palatine chapel of Charlemagne was similar to the Carolingian oratory of Germany-des-Prés, i.e. 4 pillars as in the Palatine chapel in Chienti's valley. Near Aquisgranum there were Charlemagne military camps. Even today near St. Claude Abbey there are 2 locations attributed to Charlemagne army camps. The annual meetings of the Franks army in May before summer was called Campus Mayo, May's Camp. Still today there is a place called Campon Maggio. From here the army left to fight in Germany and Gaul, the modern France, centuries later. The permanent military camp was called Campus Longus, Long Camp, situated on a hill to protect Aquisgranum and the Palatine chapel. According to the Capitulari de Villi, a document of rights and duties concerning Charlemagne properties in Aquisgranum, written in 770, there is a list of plants that grow only in the Mediterranean climate. It was impossible to cultivate them in Aachen, while it was possible in the territories of Aquisgranum in the Chianti's valley.